What's poppin', y'all? It's Trilla from the 615. I know it's been a minute, but let's go ahead and get this thing chopping. So, okay, this is where I want to start. If anybody else was in the position that Youngboy is in right now, we probably wouldn't have heard one song, one track. They probably would have been broke. Because you got to think about the people that Youngboy is going against. He's going against folks like Lil Baby, Dirk, obviously, Meek, Gucci Mane, Boosie. He's going against a lot of the artists in the industry that are very popular. And let's just not mention these artists. If you go against Lil Baby, you're not getting a song from 42 Doug. If you go against Lil Durk, you're probably not going to get a song by any of his artists. If you go against Gucci Mane, you're probably not going to get a song from Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, Big Walk Dog, anybody that's signed to 1017. So anybody in a position, if anybody was in a position as Youngboy, you could definitely say your career is completely over with. There's no way that you're going to get anywhere in the industry because of the connections that the people that Youngboy dissed have. So it also makes me believe that Dirk knows that he can't go against Youngboy without these connections. Because think about it. It's easy for him to go at these folks in Chicago. You know, these quote unquote ops he got back in Chicago. They don't really have they have a name, but they don't have a name to the point where it's like a Youngboy name. They don't have a fan base as strong as Youngboy. They don't have a fan base as strong as Dirk. So therefore, and I honestly think that, oh, by the way, did y'all know DeJounte Murray was dating Jania? I think she fucking up dude games. So it makes sense. This nigga been off these past few games, man. He fucking up my parlays like a motherfucker, boy. This nigga barely getting over 20. But back to what I was saying. These connections are very important to have in the industry. So you have to have a strong fan base. I mean, a strong one to go against those folks. Not only are he going against these folks, he's going against his record label, Atlantic, one of the biggest record labels in the world. So think about all the connections. That alone is going to blackball you from a lot of stuff. Because you got to think, a lot of these record labels are connected with each other. Like, a lot of these record labels are bought by other record labels, and they built like this big-ass branch where everybody just makes money from each record label. Some of these folks are signed to different record labels, but got a distribution deal from another record label. It's crazy that just how intertwined all this shit is. So you have to have some type of fan base to be where Youngboy is, and to still be where he is, matter of fact. I just think that Dirk knows that he has to play chess when it comes to Youngboy. He can play checkers when it comes to those Chicago niggas because they ain't got no fan base. He could diss them off top. Woo, 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 got shot in the head. Woo, 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 we fucked your baby mama. You know, he could do all that with them. But when it comes to Youngboy, you can't play the numbers game with him because he got the numbers. You can't play the money game with him because he got the money. And the difference is, Youngboy don't need all those folks for that. So you know you have to come a different way when it comes to Youngboy. Now, by the way, I did listen to Dirk's album. That was actually a great album. I know a lot of people say they like Dirk when he rapping that gangster shit. I don't like that. That shit don't even really, it don't hit as more as his. How can I say this? It don't hit when the same when I listen to his music when he's talking about his life and what he's been through. It's a different type of sound. All that other shit, it's too much of that out there. We already got enough of that. I just think that at this point in time, this is all about connections for Dirk. This isn't about who's going to make the better song, as who's going to get the numbers, because obviously they're going to be neck and neck when it comes to that. I think it's about who I can work with. Let me work with as many people as I can work with so I can leave my quote unquote stain on them. So maybe they won't work with him over there, because if they work with, let's look at this, for example, DaBaby work with Youngboy, right? I can almost guarantee you it's going to be harder for him now to get a Lil Baby feature than it was before. I don't know if it was hard before, but it's going to be harder for him to get a Lil Baby feature as far as when he first came in the game. He probably easily got that Lil Baby feature. It's going to be harder for him to get those certain features from these certain artists that really rock with Dirk. And that's just what it is. It's literally Youngboy gets the industry, and if you own that side and you don't have that fan base, you might as well just stay out the beef at that point. Don't even do no songs with neither. You could do a song with Dirk at this point, but you might as well not do no song with Youngboy because it's gonna blackball you. What you guys think? It's Trilla from the 615.